Remember when we did that quadratic formula, which was like the square root negative b 2a, okay? That really stuff in Madison's like, it's too hard, I'm not doing it, okay? Okay, but it was just a lot of calculator typing. So, in order to even start these, you need to know what your a, b's, and c's are, okay? So a is always by the x squared, b is always has just one x, and c is always just the number, okay? So, just to run through them, if we look at number 1, look at it. What is your a value? 1. What is your b value? Negative 4. What is c? 6. Perfect. Look at 2. What is a? 1. What is b? Negative 6. What is c? 5. 3. What is a? B? C? Perfect. Okay, last one. 4. What is A? B? C? Okay, these problems are very specifically set up today. What is A on all of these? 1. Okay, so these ones are the easier ones because A is 1. Okay. My suggestion today is obviously when I say type. Okay. After that, it's kind of pretty easy peasy. Okay. If you're not typing, then you're not going to know what the heck you're doing. Okay, so in order to graph these, you need to find the vertex first, because that's always our first point we plot, and everything else is based upon the vertex. Okay, so there's a formula to find the vertex, and it goes like this. Negative b over 2a. Okay, first of all, I got to say, that negative is very, very important, as well as the parentheses today. Anything you're plugging in, you should be using parentheses today. All right, get off that. Okay, so we got negative. What is my b? Negative 4 over 2. What's my a? 1. Okay, type that in on your calculator. Hit your fraction button. Okay, this is not what my board says. You need to double check. Okay, hit your fraction button and type in negative parenthesis negative 4, close it, and then go down to the bottom part, and you're going to say 2, parenthesis, 1, and close it. What value do you get? 2. Okay, so I'm going to write that over here. Okay, so really when we're finding a vertex, it's a coordinate. Okay, so the first part of that coordinate is going to go in this first spot, which you said is 2. Okay. Okay, so we have the first part of the coordinate, but I need the second part to know its exact location. Okay, because this finds this is x, this is really equals x, this is equals x. Okay, this is x, y. Okay, because I swear to God, my phone rings during this class every period, every day. Listening. Probably, usually I leave it in the charger. I don't have time to look for it, but you can come and get it. Okay. So we're going to take this 2 because we need to find our y value, and everywhere up here, okay, we're going to be plugging in a 2. And so this is what it should look like. It should look like 2 with parentheses squared minus 4, and boom, there's another x. So we're plugging in 2 there, plus 6. Okay, so you're using that top equation, and everywhere there's an x, you're putting a 2. Okay, and then type that in on your calculator. It's the exact way it looks, okay? The parentheses matter. Okay, what value did you get? 2. So that's going to go here. That means that our vertex location is located at 2, 2. Okay, now, this is where people get mixed up. Okay, see how this says x? And this is x? That means that this one should be on 2, and then the y should be on 2, okay? So our vertex is located here. Okay, now, because these problems I set up for the easy day, these problems are all a equals 1, okay? You can do the cheater way and graph it just the way it's normally graphed, which is up 1 over 1, and then what? 4 over 2. Okay, now, I would not be doing you any diligence if I did not tell you, because tomorrow they'll look at it a little bit different. Okay, so if A is anything other than 1, you have to go back through and type in your stuff just like you normally would. Okay, so if this was our vertex, and take a second and look up here. If this was our vertex, in order to graph this, you need to go the same way we did yesterday and go 1 over and 1 over. You would also here type in, if you went this way, you would go through and change all these to a 3 and figure out that value. And then you would change all of these to a 4 and figure out that value. And for the 3s, it would give you 3, and for the 4s, it would give you 6. Okay? Or you could go on the flip side of that and do 1 or 0. Okay? To get those symmetrical, and then you just match it up. Okay? So it's just more typing if A is not 1. But other than that, the steps are the same. Okay? So 3, we got negative B over 2 times my A. So I got negative, what is my B? 2 over 2 times my A. 1. Type that in, see what you get. What did you guys get for that first, that x coordinate? Negative 1. Okay, so that's going to go here. Okay, now, we're going to take that x, and everywhere up here, we're going to plug in negative 1. So it's going to look like negative 1 squared plus 2 times negative 1 minus 3. Okay, what did you guys get?
Negative 4.
Negative 4. Good. Okay, I gotta tell you, if we got 1 4, how could we know that that's not right? If you got 1 4 for your coordinates, how do you know that that's not right?
Because there's no positive to all of those.
Exactly. Okay, so that the graph is kind of a key way to let you know if like your numbers are right or not. Okay, if you got 1 4, that's way up here. Can we put our graph up there? No, we cannot. Okay, so if you cannot fit your vertex on a graph, that means you either forgot a negative here, or you forgot something up here, which is probably either the squared or the parentheses. Okay, so we go to, and again, this is x and this is y. Okay, so on our x line, we're going to be at -1, and then now we just go to -4, which is going to be down here. Okay, and I gotta ask, if we're trying to find our second set of points, what number or options would we plug in? There's two options. What are they?
0.
0, and what else? We're gonna go over one this way, which is at 0, or you could go over one this way, which is at -2. Okay, if we were trying to find that third set of points, what are our options? Come on, I'm gonna make you guys do it the long way, because you're gonna have to do it tomorrow. How do we find that third set? So our second set, we would go over, and then we would type in any 0 in all of these, okay? For our following set of points, you could type in 1 or what? -3. Okay, so you're gonna go over 2 one way or over 2 the other way. Okay, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, then ask, because I'm not gonna be here tomorrow for you to be like, I don't know what to do, because tomorrow's the last day we're doing it, and it is on your final. Okay? But because A is 1, we don't have to do that. Okay, the same way that we did yesterday and you counted 1 over is the same thing, but in this case you need 5 dots, so 2 go on one side, 2 go on the other side, and the vertex is in the middle. Okay, so you're gonna go up 1 over 1, over 2. Okay, 5. We're going to do negative b over 2 times my a. What is my b? -8. And my a? 1. Good. Type that in, see what you get. What did you guys get? 4. What do we do with that 4? Yeah, okay, we're going to plug it in here everywhere. So we got 4 squared minus 8 times 4 plus 12. And you probably forgot minus one of these negatives. It can't be. You forgot a negative. There's no way it can be -4 because this is my x line, and it only has +4, so 0 to 7 on there. Okay, I can tell you right now, did you put 2 negatives? There's no way you did, because a negative is a +8 divided by 2 is 4. Okay, what'd you get for the y value? -4? What are you talking about? Oh, I was talking about the x. That sounded like there's no way you got 4. You just look at me like I'm crazy. Oh, okay. Okay, so 4, -4. Okay, what are our 2 options to plug in for our next set of points? 5 and 3, okay? And again, you can look at this and see, our next set of points, you're gonna go up 1 and over 1. If you would type in 3 everywhere up here, you're gonna get -3. If you would type in 5 everywhere up here, you're gonna get -3, okay? And then what about our second set of points? 6 and 2, okay? So tomorrow, those are the ones that you would type in. You would get half this graph done. So if you were like here and you typed it in, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? You would just match it up the other side, okay, to look like that U shape. Okay, that's the only difference for tomorrow, is if A is 1, or not 1, okay, you're gonna have to go through and plug in the options. Okay, last one, I got negative b, which is a, over 2 times my a, which is 1. Yeah, you should get -4. Okay, and some of these you can kind of do in your head. Okay, we got a -8 on top, and 2 times 1 is 2, so -8 divided by 2 is -4. Okay, so everywhere above, we're plugging in -4. Caitlin. Oh. Sorry. I was too ready. What'd you guys get? 3? What'd you say, Liv? Okay. It's 3? Okay. So we got -4, 3, and we're gonna go up 1 over 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 over 2.